geez, how many different levels of political delineations does New York State have? Hey, this is Will Buchanan. I'm walking all the way across the country to New Hampshire in search of and to work toward more freedom on a project called the Walk for Liberty. Today is November 16th, 2008, day 193. It's kind of hard for me to believe, but there's now less than 3 weeks until we get to New Hampshire. That's right, we have an actual date of arrival now, December 6th, 2008. We hadn't originally been planning to get to New Hampshire by any specific date. We were just going to get there whenever we got there. High five Lauren Canario at the border. And then continue on into the ocean, a la Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, maybe more like Data in Star Trek Insurrection. Unbeknownst to me though, Kat Canning over on the NH Free forums had started a thread asking if there were anyone interested in meeting us when we reached the New Hampshire border. After they had been plotting for a couple days, I almost simultaneously got messages from both Kat and the now kidnapped Ian Freeman of Free Talk Live saying that I might want to check out the thread. By the way, if you're interested in the story of Ian's kidnapping, as well as my comments on it, watch yesterday's Day 192 video. Come one, come all to the town court, Mondays at 7. They're planning to hold up banners and signs for when I reach the border, and even talked about holding up a marathon-style finish line ribbon for me to break through, which I admitted has always been a dream of mine. Well, at least since I started getting into running when I was pretty young. They're also trying to coordinate having at least one person walk with me at all times from the New Hampshire border until I reach the New Hampshire seacoast. Although, as Ian pointed out, I will have technically moved to New Hampshire once I cross the border, and the rest of it is just touring. It will be interesting to go from being a homeless person, or I guess a moving home person, for almost a period of 8 months, to being a New Hampshire resident. One thing I had really been looking forward to was walking parts of the way in New Hampshire with Lauren Canario and Ian Freeman. Unfortunately, the government has put a damper on those plans, as it's kidnapped both of them and thrown them in cells for 30 and 93 days, respectively. And neither one is scheduled to get out by the time we arrive. At least we'll be there to rally for their release and to welcome them home once they get let out. Anyway, if you've been thinking about taking a trip to visit New Hampshire, well, stop procrastinating. Why not take this opportunity to visit and meet us at the border as well? I'd love to meet you and hope to see you there on December 6th. You can get all the details in the NH Free forum thread, which I'll reference at the end of the video. I walked 20.7 miles for Liberty today. Here's my GPS position. If you're interested in reading about the plans to meet us when we arrive in New Hampshire, and if perhaps you'd like to meet us there as well, then check out the NH Free forum thread, which you can find at arrivalplans.walkforliberty.com. This is Will Buchanan, signing off. Skunk cows?